Imagine you have just finished building your e-learning course. Everything looks polished and perfect on your computer. Then your learner opens it on their phone, and suddenly the layout is broken. Buttons overlap and reading becomes a challenge. A non-responsive e-learning course has a fixed layout, so the content keeps the same size and arrangement on every device. On the other hand, a responsive course intelligently rearranges and resizes content, so everything stays readable and easy to interact with, no matter what device your learner are using. You are even able to export HTML file or MLS-ready package like SCORM and XAPI, and even a lightweight MLS, ePresenter. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a responsive e-learning project in ActivePresenter and convert existing projects to responsive e-learning ones, and share a few practical tips that will save you hours of manual adjustment. Let's get started. We will come to the first part, create a responsive project from the beginning. The first method is from the start page. You simply choose a template that supports responsive, then select blank or responsive project from the template. Or you can click responsive project on the start page, but this will require you to build the course from scratch. Once your project opens, you will notice something new at the top of the editor, the responsive bar. We'll come to the part 2, understanding the responsive bar. The responsive bar doesn't represent the specific device size. Instead, it shows the different viewport size. You can drag the handle along the responsive bar to preview how your course will look at different screen size. If you need a custom layout, you can easily add or remove viewports depending on your project requirements. Now, let's insert some content. You just add text, images, buttons, or other projects the same way you would do in any normal projects. And here's the best part. ActivePresenter follows an inheritance rules. If you adjust an object position, sign, or font on a larger layout like desktop, those changes will automatically flow down to smaller layouts in the tablet and mobile. That means you don't have to redesign everything from scratch for every screen size. We'll come to the part 3, convert existing projects to responsive one. If you already have a project that wasn't built responsively, no problem. You go to the File tab and select Projects, Convert to Responsive. A dialog box will appear where you can choose how your content should scale. For most projects, scaling text, width and height work well. And after the conversions, you can spend a few minutes checking the layout. You may need to reposition certain images or adjust text blocks to make sure everything fits nicely. And if you decide the responsiveness isn't the right choice for that project, you can always convert it back to a non-responsive project in here. We'll come to the final part, the preview and publish. Before publishing, you always need to preview your project. You simply press F5 to open it in your web browser. And here's a useful trick. You open your browser developer tools by pressing F12 on Windows, then toggle the device here. Now you can instantly simulate screen on different devices like iPhones, tablets, and laptops without leaving your computer. Once everything looks good, you can publish your project to HTML file, XAPI, or ePresenter MLS. Because the course is responsive, learners will automatically get the best layout for the device, whether they are using a desktop, tablet, or smartphone. For example, if you use ePresenter MLS, you will get a link for public access, and you can send this link for your learners. They can access the lessons from anywhere, any device. Before we finish, here are the 3 tips that can make responsive design much easier. First, you can use Hidden in the current layout. This feature will let you hide an object only on selected layouts without deleting it entirely. For example, a large decorative image may look great on desktop but take up too much space on mobile, so you can simply hide it on smaller layouts. Second, Enable scale height to auto whenever appropriate. This will help maintain proper proportion and prevents layout from looking straight or super compressed. And finally, you can understand when to use relative and absolute positioning. For most projects, I recommend you can use percentages for position and sign. This allows your content to flow naturally as the viewport changes. However, if an object should always stay exactly the same place, like a company logo in the top left corner, so using the pixel values is often the better choice. And that's how you can create responsive e-learning course in ActivePresenter. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if there's another ActivePresenter feature you would like us to cover. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Bye!